keep one time.
Hmm?
That's because I keep everyone used to keep one time. We go to school because I keep used to keep a stick. Stroke the ball long ago, what kind of shot that?
Sorry. So we're 7-1 after 1 over in the finals of the St. Elizabeth SDC cricket competition being played between Bulsav and Junction. The team batting is Bulsav. Junction is the team fielding. Junction is captained by the parish of St. Elizabeth captain. We're at the Manley On cricket ground on the south side of St. Elizabeth. We were here earlier this year when we watched that match between Jamaica Defence Force and St. Elizabeth. It's the same field. So this is the All Ireland Community Cricket Competition being played at the Manley On Cricket Stadium between Ulsav and Junction. So Bulsav batting first. They are 7 without loss after 1 over. It's a T20 cricket competition, and this is the parish final. So what and that one will run into the boundary for 4 wide. So as the umpire there signal 4 wide.
Come on, Spock, better than that.
So it's Bulsav versus Junction. Bulsav batting, they are moved up now to 12 without loss. We are in the second over. Banton. So the fast bowler coming in from the northern end of the ground is Banton, and the batsman facing is Olness, who drives that one into the offside just now, and it's fielded and there was no run. So hello everyone and welcome to the live coverage of the Parish of St. Elizabeth Social Development Commission All Ireland Cricket Finals. This is the finals for the Parish of St. Elizabeth. And the score is now 13 without loss. The team batting is Bulsav. The match is between Bulsav and Junction. Junction won the toss and asked Bulsav to take first strike. So the winner of this match will go on to play in the All Ireland competition. So this is a big match here for the parish of St. Elizabeth. For the winner will go on to represent St. Elizabeth in the final, as Banton seemed to be affected by a little injury. But he starts to move in now. He'll be bowling to Olness and bowl to Olness on short. He tries to pull it, but he did not time that one quite well, and the fielder at short mid-wicket field, and there is no run. So this. Banton again now. Receive the ball from the field at mid-off as he begins to move into Sinclair. Passes the umpire just about now. Ball to Sinclair, and Sinclair beaten outside the half stump. Took the edge, it's out caught. So the first wicket down, Sinclair hedging off through to the keeper. And Ibanks took the catch. Ibanks, the captain of the St. Elizabeth Parish team. So Bulls have lost their first wicket, and the score is now 13 for 1. So Bulls have asking to bat first in this finals are 13 for 1. So the new batsman is Stian Spence.
So the link here this way in supposed to watch it.
And then type in this for you. May I have your number?
The cricket forum.
Yeah, just type it in for you.
I give me lesson.
You get it? It's almost.
Come on, Westman, man.
Send it.
Chopper. Come on, Westman, man. I Westman have a teammate there, so Westman play for me side there, so we have to say Westman. But everything though.
Okay, done this. So just...
Hey man, you're protected, man. Yeah. Younger brother. They get that. Demar, that. Hold on, look like I did. Tell me which one. Demar. like a Marquinhos thing. It look like a Marquinhos thing. I dig it.
Ademar.
Ademar.
We're finally discovering your favorite.
Go down the road. Go down the road. Go down so. Go down. Go cheer for them down so. Go down. Go down. Score a time up here. Million them.
Can I see what's gonna hurt?
Love it.
That's Troy. No, I'm not much. And the day you play the game on the beach. My house.
Yeah. What that one?
Cheer up, Jordan! Cheer up, Sean! Cheer up!
Jordan!
It's a bull 14 for 3 as Oles faces up to Banton, who pulls this down to the fine leg region, field of field, and send the return in. And the score now moves up to 15. 15 for 3. We are in the fourth over.
I feel him call and he want to run your tune.
Banton again moves in now to bowl to Oles, over the wicket, bowl to Oles, short, and he pulls. The appeal umpire have not signaled, have signaled one wide, one for the over, but that one was high over the batsman head. That should have been a wide. As Banton walks to the top of his mark. Let's look at the field that Junction has here. There's a slip, a backward point, a cover, a mid-off, a mid-on, a short mid-wicket. 14 for 3. Banton over the wicket, bowl to Oles. Oles gets a short delivery, rising. He stood up tall and plays that one and guided down to backward point, and there's no run. Almost tennis ball bounce there coming through. It didn't ping off the pitch. It was like a tennis ball bounce and giving the batsman enough time to ride it, and there's no run. 14 for 3. We're in the fourth over. This is the finals of the St. Elizabeth SDC competition as Banton moves in now from the northern and he passes the umpire and ball to Olesen,
Shot
drives
two.
back down
Shot
the pitch
two.
and it will go very close to the boundary. Well stopped there by the man at mid-on and they go through for a single. And the score is now 15 for 1. 15 for 3. Sorry about that, 15 for 3. So we're in the fourth over. It's a 20 over affair. This is the Jamaica Social Development Cricket Competition. It's an all-island community-based competition. Every community can enter this competition. So we are now in the final of the St. Elizabeth leg of the competition. These two teams will qualify for the national playoff. So more or less they are in, but they want to determine now who is the champion because there's a prize, there's a cash prize that comes with being the champion of the parish. Banton sees now that the batsman is ready. He begins to move in. Moves in. He passed the umpire just about now and beaten outside the half stump. That one touchdown and beat the batsman outside the half stump and there is no run. So the score remains on 15 for 3. So Bulsav is under a lot of pressure here. This Junction having won the toss and asked them to bat. So let's watch. It's a nice crowd here at Manley Horn. Bulsav. As we watched Banton now pass the umpire and bowl and the batsman defend into the onside and there is no run.
Junction, Bulsav and Junction have been here. So Bulsav won it as Junction Bulsav won it. Bulsav won it as, yeah?
So bat. And then decide for bat. Okay. So at the end of the fourth over, Bulsav, who just been corrected, won the toss and decided to bat, are 15 for 4 after 4 overs. A big shot over the top. That's 6 runs. You heard that under the roof, so it drops on the roof. That's a big shot. 6 runs. That's Oles now, just hoping up the shoulder and hitting that one long on for 6. And that will take the score up to 21 of the first delivery of the 5th over. Good shot there by Oles. So watch as Troy Powell moves in now, off spinner, bowl to Oles. Oles off the back foot, can't beat the man at extra cover, and there is no run. So that was a good shot there. 21 for 3. We are in the 5th over. Powell in, bowl to it again, high over the top. 6 more runs. So 6 more runs there by Oles. He's dealing in 6s at this time. 6 more runs. The score moves up to 27. And the captain is asking Troy, what are you bowling? What are you bowling? Those 2 balls were in the slot and they were hit iron hard for 6. As the ball has been retrieved, let's watch now. Let's see what Powell will do. The right arm off spinner. He has been hit for 2 6s so far. Over the wicket, bowl to him again. And it's high in the air. The man off, took the catch on the long, coming off the long on boundary. And he's out. So Oles gone. 6.6 and out. So Bulsav have lost their 4th wicket. As Oles, having gotten 12 out of the over, going for a 3rd 6. Troy Powell pulled back his length a little. And he got that one on the top of the bat and it ballooned down to the man coming off the long on boundary. And so Bulsav have lost their 4th wicket with the score on 27 for 4 in the 5th over.
That man, Irish money.
12:34.
Oh,
21, 25. The next batsman. Tamar.
so the new batsman is Banton. He's yet to get off the mark as Powell over the wicket, ball to Banton, and Banton beaten outside the half stump there, well taken by the keeper. So at the end of the over number 5, Bulls have won the toss and decided to bat at this stage. They are 27 for 4. So this is the final of the St. Elizabeth Social Development Cricket Competition in Jamaica. 27 for 4 after 5 over. Bulls have won the toss and decided to bat first. So please slash a like on the video and click on that subscribe button. So Andre McCarthy will now pick up the bowling from the northern end, replacing Banton, and he'll be bowling to Simpson. McCarthy bowled to Simpson. That's one taken on the pad. Look to turn it into the onside, and they go through for a quick single. Let's watch the signal from the umpire. Leg by signal from the umpire. The score moves up now to 28 for 4. We are in the 6th over. So let's watch the field. There's a slip. There's a backward point. There's a cover, extra mid-off. It's a slip, backward point, cover, mid-off, mid-on, mid-wicket, a square leg. A man on the third man boundary and a man on the long leg boundary as we watch McCarthy. Starts his run up now. He begins to move in and he up to the wicket just about now and bowl to Simpson, who looks to pull. Didn't make contact there and it's through to the keeper. That's not Simpson, that's Banton. Wide signal by the umpire, pushing up the score now to 29 for 4. We're in the 6th over here. 29 for 4. We're in the 6th over. As McCarthy to bowl to Banton, over the wicket, bowl to Banton, taken on the pad, appeal, not outside the umpire. It's 2 sounds. He's signaling that it was going down the leg side. Another leg by. The score moves up to 30 for 4. So 30 for 4. To me, it sounded like there were 2 sounds just now, but the umpire said not out. They got another leg by. The score moving up now to 30 for 4. We are in the 6th over, being bowled by Andre McCarthy from the Junction team, bowling to Bulls. That's McCarthy. Moves in now. Passes the umpire and bowl to Simpson down the leg side again. Another wide signal by the umpire. So McCarthy need to get his line and length right here. He's strained at 31 for 4. It's not a very good over so far by McCarthy.
Come baby, come this side.
Thank you very much, Merrick. We are the Cricket Forum, so we try to be everywhere. This is the All-Ireland final. Not the All-Ireland final, the parish final for St. Elizabeth. The 2 teams will qualify for the finals for the All-Ireland competition. Bowl and that one, take him on the pad. He's out, give it out. The umpire raises his finger, says give it out. So Simpson gone, so they are in further trouble. They are 30 for 5. So we're in the 6th over, and Bulls are 30 for 5, And this match is about to finish. As it stands now, this match will finish probably very early. Greetings, Athena. Welcome.
And whose side is 31 to 5.
So Bulsav, having won the toss and decided to bat first, have found themselves in deep trouble right now as they are 31 for 5 and we're in the 6th over.
I know make the runs to them. I run people runs to them. I check the runs to them.
So the new batsman is Demard. So Banton is it. Andre McCarthy is it to bowl to Nemard. So the new batsman, let's watch as Andre McCarthy.
Is someone not bowling? Up there, cheer for you.
Yeah, win. Let's see that. Let's see if that's
Sana wicked. He's bowled down. He's bowled down. So they had 31 now for 6. I am trying to identify, because this is a competition where they have to have, each team have to have a school boy on the team. So it's all about the progress of trying to go around and identifying talent. Athena, thank you for that question. But this match looks like it's going to finish very, very early. It looks like there will be an early going home this evening, as they are 31 for 6, having won the toss and decided to bat on a very hot sunshine and a very good batting pitch. They have lost their way, and Bulsav are 31 for 6 at the end of the 6th over.
That's the one you could have done. No, but you need to wait. If you overthrow one of them, you will see one in a row.
Okay, so that's Marquino Minley batting, the West Indies fast bowler. And he drives that one down the offside. So there's a West Indies test player involved in this match. Marquino Minley, the Jamaica and West Indies test player. He's the one on strike right now as he faces up to Powell, who represent Jamaica at youth cricket. Bowl to Minley, and Minley defends down the onside of the pitch. And again, there is no run. So that's Minley. So the two batsmen at the crease are Minley and Banton. Bowl to Minley again, and Minley strokes it back down the pitch. The bowler failed to field, and they are through for a single. The score moves up to 33 for 6. So 33 for 6 at the end of 7 over. Bulls having won the toss and decided to bat. They are 33 for 6. And it will be very interesting knowing that Minley is playing in this match. Knowing he will have a say when it is their time to bowl. But they need a score here. It's a T20 match, it's a 20 over match. 33 for 6 after 7 overs. So they are just scoring below 5 runs and over. So they need to move on here. So they're in a spot of bottom. Maybe these two batsmen probably need to see it out to probably the 13th, 14th over, and then they may have a go. But Minley will face up now to Andre McCarthy, his teammate at the St. Elizabeth Parish team. As we watch Andre McCarthy, there's some adjustment to the field. So let's watch the field. There is a third man, a backward point, a cover, a mid-off, a mid-on, a short mid-wicket, a man on the mid-wicket boundary, backward square leg, and a man on the long leg boundary as McCarthy moves in now to bowl to Minley, and Minley drives down to the man at mid-off, and there's no run. $33 for 6. We're in the 8th over. It's 33 for 6, right? Thank you very much. 33 for 6. As Andre McCarthy rubs the ball in his pants, he turns up and sees that Minley is not quite ready yet. As the batsman at the non-strikers is fixing his batting pad, his batting gloves. That's Banton, and McCarthy now just passes the umpire now, ball to Minley, and Minley pushes forward again. They're looking for a single that is not there. Banton is just charging down the pitch, and the single is not there, but Minley using all that experience. He knows that he just have to bat some overs here now. He knows that this partnership is very crucial. He knows he cannot get out at this time. It's 33 for 6, and we're in the 8th over. He needs to bat another 4 or 5 overs minimum, this pair. As Bulsav is really under pressure. Andre McCarthy bowl to Minley, and Minley just covers up and defends back down the offside of the pitch, and there's no run. So he's doing a good looking job here. He looks solid. Maybe he should have batted higher up the order in this team. After all, he have a lot of experience representing Jamaica and the West Indies. Nice from Minley. Marquino Minley seconds over his bat as we watch. Andre McCarthy now moves in now, passes the umpire now, ball to Minley, and Minley drives straight to the man at mid-off. Can't beat him again. Good looking shot there, my Minley. So that's a good shot there. It's a nice crowd here at the Mandaean Cricket Stadium watching this match. A very nice crowd. As we watch, we're in the 8th over. This is the parish finals for St. Elizabeth, the SDC competition. McCarthy bowls to Minley, a shot, and Minley looks to whip that down the leg side, misses through to the keeper, a leg back, a wide signal by the umpire, and this pushes the score up now to 33 for 6. 34 for 6. The score moves up to 34 for 6. My scorer correcting me there. Well done. Thank you. Appreciated much. It's McCarthy now. Moving in from the northern end of the ground. He passes the umpire and bowl to Minley. And Minley drives, get the outer portion of the bat. The man at square leg made a fine stop, moving to his left, and they're through for a single. And the score pushed up now to 35 for 6. We are in over number 8, being bowled by Andre McCarthy. So Bulsav, having won the toss and decided to bat, have found themselves in a lot of trouble here in the finals, in the final of the St. Elizabeth Cricket SDC, sorry, not Jamaica, SDC, All Ireland Community Cricket Competition. Andre to bowl now to Banton. He up bowl to Banton, and Banton open up the face of the bat and runs it down to backward point. The man from backward point gave chase, fielded, and there's a single, and the score moves up to 36. At the end of the over number 8, the score is 36 for 6. Bulsav having won the toss and batted first against Junction. So that's another wicket. Another wicket gone down. A shot long up to Banton. Banton trying to hit it over the top, picked out the man and the backward square leg boundary. So another wicket gone down. And so Bulsav have lost their 7th wicket. It was a long up. It should be hit away. It should be hit out of the parish of St. Elizabeth. But he picked out the man on the backward square leg boundary, and they lost their 7th wicket. So Banton gone.
What do you want to do, request?
No, old part, backward square leg boundary. Long up. If we go on enough, speak up the man.
I look good at that. So final, I look good at
that. Agree with you, Atina. Time to bat out the over. They should not have played that shot. new batsman is so 36 for 7. The new batsman is Jagu. So the helmet is coming out. So it appears that there's a man who's going to come close under the bat. So there's the batsman. The helmet is coming out. 36 for 7. So we're in the 9th over. As we watch Howard Powell now, getting a wicket with his first delivery. Right arm off spinner over the wicket, ball to Jagu, and Jagu just stroked the ball out to the man at extra cover, and there's no run. Powell again, Howard Powell, ball to Jagu, full toss, and Jagu drives down to long off. Oh, and they can't get a singer. They didn't get a singer. The ball went that far and they did not get a singer. So what is happening here? So you watch. Powell bowls to Jagu and Jagu drives. Can't beat the man at short extra cover and there's no run. The score remains at 36 for 7. We're in the 9th over. This is the first over being bowled by Howard Powell. There's some adjustment in the field as the man at square leg has now been pushed back to the backward square leg boundary, and mid wicket on the edge of the circle, bowl to him, pull, they hit this down to the man at long on, and they're through for a singer, and the score moves up now to 37 for 7. And this is not particularly good bowling here by Powell. He has bowled a number of full toss, a low, slow full toss that should have been hit out of the park. But Jagu not really capitalizing. 37 for 7. Over number 9, Marquina Minley is back on strike. Played one test match for the West Indies as Powell bowled to Minley, and Minley goes for a big drive down to long on. They go through for a single, and Powell on the long on boundary field as Troy Powell field, and there's only a single, so the score is now 38 for 7 after 9 overs. Minley is on 2. With him on 1 is Jagu. Bulsav having won the toss and decided to bat, or 38 for 7 after 9 overs. Yeah man, please. So that's the offside field. There's a backward pointer cover, a mid-off man on the long on boundary. Oh, whipped away by Minley. Down to the boundary for 4. So that's another good shot there by Minley. Down to the boundary at backward square leg for 4. So misfield there by the fielder on the backward square leg boundary, but it went down to the boundary for 4. Could have done better there on the backward square leg boundary. And the score now moves up to 42. 42 for 7. So that was the first delivery of the 10th over. So McCarthy moving to bowl to Minley. And Minley just opened the face of the bat and guided down to third man for 4. Good shot there from Minley. And Minley is coming to the party for Bulsav. He's coming to the party for Bulsav as the score move up to 46. He's giving himself something to bowl at. He's giving himself something to bowl at. He's showing it how it is done. And just maybe he should have batted higher in this team. He's giving himself a chance. He's giving his team a chance. Minley seconds over his bat. As Andre McCarthy now. Last 2 deliveries, I've went for 4. You know, moves in, passes the umpire just about now and bowl to Minley, and Minley's drive. Beat the man at cover and they will go through for an easy single as it goes down to the man coming off the long off boundary, and the score ticked over to 47 for 7. "47 for 7. We're in the 10th over, so McCarthy now to bowl to Jagu, and Minley came all the way down to the striker end to speak to the striker and just encourage him to just see out the rest of the over. He's telling him that we got nine so far out of the overs. So just see out the rest of it, as McCarthy to moves in now to bowl to Jagu, and Jagu dug that one to the man at cover, and there is no run. So good work there from Jagu. Minley encourage him to just see out the rest of the over. He's saying that I am in charge here. I am the senior pro. Just stay with me. It's a pack offside field, a backward pointer cover, extra cover, a mid off. Jagu. Final delivery of the 10th over. 47 for 7. Minley just wants him to block out this over. Block out this delivery. That's spread the field, giving him an opportunity for a single. As McCarthy bowled to Jagu, and Jagu drives down to the field on the long on boundary. They're looking for a 2, and Minley is going back for the second run. Good running here by Minley. Good running, poor fielding, not out. Not out, so that was very slow for the fielder coming off the long on boundary, and allowing Minley to push for the second run, and that's the 50 for Bulsav. So Bulsav at the end of over number 10 are 50 for 7.
I like it now for the over, so I can't be. And it's 2-4. One shoulder and 2 left ball and number 2. Nearly 2-4 with the single. And you guys have pulled that ball and
As Powell to bowl to Minley, and Minley drives. Just ease the ball down to long on. Scores now moves up now, just turning 50 as the scores again corrected me. It's 50 now. So 50, we're in the first delivery of the 11th over. Powell bowl to Jagu, and Jagu go for a big shot, high and hard. Let's see, watch this. And it goes for 4. It goes for 4. One bounce into the boundary as the fielder on the long half boundary. That's okay, man. There's nothing wrong with that. Please slash a like on the video and click on that subscribe button. So 54. Jagu 54 now for 7. Powell bowl to Jagu. Jagu off the back foot, and I'm being told that's the schoolboy that is in the team. As I told you, each of this team must have at least one schoolboy. So the schoolboy batting. So let's look at him, Antina. He's on the front foot and he drives, beat them on a short extra cover, and they go through for one. So one more to the total. So this partnership is just really looking to just revive the Bulls of innings here. Minley is on strike now. The backward square leg on the boundary. Mid wicket on the boundary. Ball to Minley. That's a faster one down the leg side. The keeper failed to collect. This will run very close to the boundary. They gone for one, but the good work there by the fielder running around and field. And there's another wide and another. So two wide there. So Powell not really bowling well here, although he got a wicket with his very first delivery. Jagu back on strike. I will give you the score shortly. Just let's watch as Powell over the wicket. Bob, when that one beating the bat and pad through the gap. Oh, didn't miss. Keeper failed to collect, and another bye. So bye signal by the umpire. So the young man there was a little loose. So at the end of over number 11, so that's the 11th over completed here by Junction. So Bulls having won the toss and decided to bat after 11 over. The score is 58 for 7. Your friend can watch the match there.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Oh, true, I hear him call you a while ago. Somebody called you and asked you the score.
Oh, okay.
What's that, Jado?
They're going to get the match now. The cricket forum.
No, no, this match. The one. No, this one, you mean?
Yeah, right here,
Okay,
right there,
no
right now.
Okay.
I think that the one that PVJ bring in?
Yeah, this is the featured match. So I'm going to go YouTube.
Yeah. Start in the cricket forum.
Yeah, man, respect here.
And click the subscribe button, just, yeah, man.
Alright, cool.
Anybody? If they are cola.
Sorry, cat. What's it got, 50? 60.
So 60 for 7 at the end of over number 12. Bulls have winning the toss and decided to bat. 60 for 7 at the end of over number 12.
Yes.
No, man, that's okay. So the new bowler is Powell, and he will be bowling to Jago, the schoolboy in this team, as Powell, military medium, bowl to Jago outside the half stump, off the back foot, and he punches it down towards the cover boundary. They're gone for one, the fielder circle in the boundary, and they're back for two. And the score now moves up to 62 for 7. First delivery of the 13th over, being bowled by Powell. So Powell, the right arm military medium, a little fat around the waist, bowl to Jago, and Jago whip this off his toe, down to the man on the mid-wicket boundary who field and send the return in. The score now moves up to 63. 63 for 7. We are in the 13th over. We're going to watch Powell. Let's look at the field. There's a third man, a backward point, a sweeper on the cover boundary, extra cover, long off. A man on the long on boundary, a deep mid-wicket, fine leg, and a short mid-wicket, as Powell now will bowl to Minley. Oh, Minley just asking him to wait a little. As Powell now moves in, passes the umpire, and bowl to Minley, and Minley just plays this into the offside, looking for the single, but it is not there. And the score remains 63. 63 for 7. We're in the 13th over, being bowled by Powell. Minley, the West Indies and Jamaica fast bowler, now looking to rescue his team, giving himself something to bowl at. Bowl to Minley, and Minley drives. Big shot down to long on, and there's a singer, and the score moves up to 64. 64 for 7. We're in the 13th over. So Powell and Jago looking to rescue the Bulls innings, having won the toss and decided to bat. They found themselves in a spot of borders. Powell now passes the umpire, bowl to Jago, and Jago just easing the ball out into the cover. The man at backward point runs around and field, and there's no run. So 64 for 7. So the onside field is a long on, a straight mid-wicket, a deep mid-wicket on the boundary, and a fine leg. A third man also. For his pace, I think the third man and the fine leg is away. So he bowled to Jago, and Jago strokes this into the cover, into the gap. The field at cover, try to run around the ball and field, but cannot pick up, and they're through for another single. At end of over number 13, Bulls have winning the toss and decided to bat, are 65 for 7. So the condition here at the Mandian Cricket Park is getting overcast. So Jago faces up bowl, that one shot outside the half stump, and he punches it into the cover. There's no run. So the new bowler is Hallin. This is the second over, bowling from the northern end, bowl to Jago, and Jago defends. This is the 14th over. So they have somehow put together a nice little partnership here. The score remains on 65 for 7. This is the 14th over. They need to bat another 3 overs. As Allen bowled to Jago, and Jago allows that one to go through outside the half stump, leave alone in a T20 cricket match. We do not see that very often. There's a strong breeze blowing across the ground from east to west. It's a little cloudy here now. It's beginning to get darker. Allen bowled to Jago, and Jago just plays that one into the cover, the man at cover, sharp onto the ball and field, and there's no run. The score remaining 65 for 7 in over number 14. Allen, this is the second over. It'll be bowling to Jago, 65 for 7. They have done a little rescue job here. We need to bat at least another 3 overs and then seem to accelerate as Allen bowled to Jago, and Jago again defends out into the offside. They feel that short extra cover field, and there's no run. That's Powell there at short extra cover. Santos captain making some adjustment in the field. So they're bringing the man off the fine leg boundary, pushing back, extra cover to the edge of the circle. So there's a third man backward point, extra cover. Sweep on the cover boundary, long off, long on, mid-wicket, backward square leg and a short fine leg as Allen bowled to Jagu, allows the ball to go through outside the off stump. So that's a made over there from Allen, you know, marking them and he's scratching his head and saying what's going on here. So at the end of over number 14, Bulsav winning the toss and batting, or 65 for 7 after 14 overs. That's Trace Powell, ball to Mendy, and Mendy strokes it into the offside and gets a singer, and the score moves up to 66 for 7. This is the 15th over being bowled. Yes, Athena is a schoolboy, and that's a good thing to point out. Maybe I will say to him after the match that probably just need to learn to start relaxing the wrist, let the ball come to you some more, and using the wrist to guide it into gap. Well pointed out, Athena, as Trace Powell bowled to Jagu, and Jagu is beaten outside. There are some loud appeal, not outside the umpire. The keeper still appealing. Oh, come on. That's not good. That's not good from the St. Elizabeth captain. That's not good. That's not good. That's not good. That's not good from the St. Elizabeth captain. That's not good at all from the parish captain, and this is captain of this Junction team. That's not good. That's not good at all. It's not good at all from the banks. Not good at all from the banks. So I was not happy. That's not good at all. Emotions are running high here. As we watch. The second, the spectators are not very happy with what the Banks did just now. They're telling him that he needs to go home as we watch Trace Powell bowl to Jagu, and Jagu drives, beat the fielder at cover and down to the man on the boundary, and they go through for a single, moving the score up to 67. 67. We are in the 15th over here. So Mindy's back on strike. So let's look at the third man, look at the offside field. There's a third man, there's a backward point, there's a sweep on the boundary, there's a long off on the boundary, there's an extra cover. So that's 5 on the offside and 4 on the onside. The 4 on the onside, a fine leg, who's probably 15 meters in off the fine leg boundary. Then there's a mid-wicket on the edge of the circle, a mid-wicket on the boundary, and a long on as he bowls to Mindy, and Mindy drives down to the man on the long on boundary who fields, and there's a single moving up the score up now to 68 in the 15th over. 68 in the 15th over. Trace Powell, this is his second, in his second over. Jagu is back on strike. Back on strike. 68 for 7. We're in over number 15. Trace Powell now moves in to bowl to Jagu, up to the wicket and bowl to Jagu, and the young man just defends out into the offside. Again, there you could see that he probably just need to play it with softer hands and just open the face of the bat a little more, and they would probably have gone through for a single. They could have played what we call back in the days tip and run or drop and run there. You need to be looking for the single. This 15th over being bowled by Trace Powell, the final delivery. So he's pushing back the mid-wicket back on the edge of the circle. As Trace Powell looks up, he bringing the fine leg to a short fine leg just at the end of the circle. They are satisfied with this field now. It's Powell passes the umpire and ball to Jagu, and Jagu drives into the outside. They go through for a quick single. The man at cover slow to react, through for another single. And at the end of that over, after 15 over, Bulls are winning the toss and batting are 70 for 7. That looks like her mother. That's the daughter fixing up her mother there. The next side. White signal. The batsmen are through, so 71. It's total 71. This is the 16th over now. We start just about to start the 16th overs. That delivery was wide. Ball to Mindley, and Mindley swings this down to the man on the mid-wicket bound, just straight to him, and they are through for a single. To the left or right of him, and that would have gone into the boundary, but he picked out the man. The score moves up to 72. Over number 16. 72 for 7. And they have nice little partnership. Ball to Jagu. Cuts can't beat extra backward point, but they're allowed to get the single. There's another single here. So they've gone through, so there will be some controversy there. They're saying that Jagu prevent the bowler from gathering that delivery, that return, and they're through for a single. So the score moves up to 74. That's Allen to continue. Seems like there's an injury to the young batsman.
Mommy, what's the score?
So, resumption here. Ball to Jagu. Outside the half stump, cuts, misses, wide ball, 74 for 7. Over number 16, being bowled by Hallin. From the northern end of the ground here at Manleon Cricket Stadium. Let's watch again as Allen moves in now to bowl to Jagu, up and bowl to Jagu, and he turns the ball into the onside, and they will go through for a quick single, a comfortable single. Mindley definitely did not want two there. He wants to take charge of the bowling now. But I think this is a wrong end for him to go at the bowling because there's a strong breeze blowing in a westerly direction. So he would have to hit square, but if he tried to hit straight, he will encounter the breeze. So let's watch as Allen bowls to Mindley, and Mindley turns it into the onside, and they go through for another easy single as Troy Powell fields just at the end of the edge of the circle in the vicinity of mid-wicket, and the score moves up to 75. So 75 we have here. As Jagu comes back into strike. It's Allen to bowl to Jagu. He's in and he bowls to Jagu, and Jagu cuts open the face of the bat, this time guided down to third man, and there's another single. So another single for Bulsav. So we're in the 16th over, the 16th. 16. So we're in the 16th over. Being bowled by Allen. 4 overs to come. 4 overs to come after this one. As we watch Minley, Seckers. Allen bowls to Minley, and Minley's beaten outside the half stump, looking to run that down to third man, and he misses. And at the end of over number 16, Bulsav winning the toss and decided to bat first, 75 for 7. So Trace Powell to bowl the 17th over, bowls to Jagu, and Jagu clip this in the air over short mid-wicket, and they will get a single, moving the score up to 78. 78 for 7. That was the first delivery of the 17th over. Minley is back on strike. So let's watch the field for Minley. There's a long on, there's a deep mid-wicket, a straight mid-wicket just on the edge of the circle. There's a short fine leg, that's the onside field. And then there's a third man, a backward point, a sweeper, extra cover, and a long off. As Powell bowled to Minley, and Minley drives to the man at extra cover, picked up and send the return in. But is he out? No, that was lethargic running from the young man. Very lethargic there. He just hammers through. That was very, very lethargic. And Minley's going down to have a word with him. That was poor, very poor. No one would have complained if the umpire had given him out. So that moved the score up to 79. And we are in over number 17. So the offside field. The backward point cover mid-off. The field is closing a third man and a sweeper. And I think that the third man could come within the circle. This young man is not going to get the ball down there, or neither is Powell bowling at a pace where I think the ball will travel to third man very quickly. They are pushing back the fielder on the long off boundary. So they are pushing back the fielder on the long off boundary as Jagu, Seckers, and Powell passes the umpire, bowl to Jagu, and Jagu drive the field down towards long on. One bounce to the fielder, and the score moves up to 80. 80 for 7. We are in the 17th over, and Jagu, being a youngster, is just unable to get the ball over the boundary. Let's watch. This is a good direction now. This is good for Powell. If he hits straight now, he'll be going with the wind. Just not Powell, Minley. As Powell bowled to Minley, and good delivery. Minley has to dig that one out. He dug it out well. Good delivery there by Powell. Minley is looking ominous now. He's looking to be on the charge. He's looking to give himself something to bowl at. 80 for 7. We are in over number 17. Bulsav winning the toss and batting. Powell passes the umpire and bowl, and Miller drives down to long on. Will he beat the fielder into the long on boundary for 4? He went for the catch and was beaten, and it goes into the boundary for 4. 84 now for 7. Maybe he should have just circled the boundary and prevent the 4 than going for the catch, as the ball was always dipping, and the bowler is not very happy with that effort. He was not very happy with that effort. The fielder, that's Andre McCarthy, just rubbing his hand. He's the fielder on the long on boundary as Powell turns now and he begins to move in to bowl to Minley. Minley ominous, bowl to Minley, and Minley cuts, can't beat the man at extra cover and there's no run. Uses body to field. So at the end, that's the end of over number 17. The score is 84 for 7 after 17 overs. Allen to continue to bowl to Jagu. That one got the inside edge and goes into the pad and there's no run. So the wind have picked up here. So Allen again in, bowl to Jagu and Jagu swings outside the off stump and misses. He just needs to get off strike. He needs to give Minley the strike. He just needs to find a way to get off strike. And allow Minley, it's now time for Minley to be taking most of the strikes. Only 16 deliveries remaining in this innings and it's time that Minley get going. So Jagu need to get off strike. They have done the repair job now. They need to accelerate here now. Still have 3 wickets in hand as Allen bowled. And he beaten outside the half stump. That one just touched down and just leaves the batsman a little as he looks to drive. And Minley coming down to have a word with him, to talk to him now, to tell him what to do because he just needs to get off strike. He needs to get off strike. So Minley needs to come into strike. He needs to get off strike and allow the more senior player to get onto strike. As Allen laughing at the young man, a big grin on his face. As the field closes in on the youngster. He retakes his guard, just trying to compose himself. But at the same time, wasting a lot of time. We are in over number 18, 2 to goes after this one. As Allen bowl, he beaten again outside the half stump, lethargic there from the young man. Very lethargic there. Just need to have a little more commitment. He saw what he was trying to do, but he was a bit lethargic as Allen again over the wicket to bowl to Jagu. And Jagu hit this one high in the air. Let's see what will happen. The fielder circling off the long on boundary, took the catch and he's out. Took the catch. So Jagu is out, trying to up the tempo. You know. 84 for 8. Four for 8 as Allen continued bowl to the new batsman who's off the back foot, can't beat the field at cover and there's no run. At the end of the 18th over, the score is 84 for 8 and Minley will be on strike, very importantly for Bull Sav. So 84 for 8 after 18 over. And Trace Powell will be bowling his final over. He'll be bowling to Minley. Minley is on strike. He has done a good job here rescuing his team. That's Marquina Minley, the West Indies and Jamaica fast bowler. So let's watch Powell as he moves in and bowl to Minley, and Minley is off the back foot and he punches it, a fielder, misfield at extra cover and allow, and they will get 2. So push up the score to 86. So Minley was off the back foot, he punches it down to extra cover, the fielder misfield and they're back for the second. So let's watch the field to Minley. There's a third man, a backward point and a covers. Powell moves in, bowl to Minley, and Minley just covers up and plays it into the offside, and there's no run. The score remains on 86 for 8. We're in over number 19. 10 deliveries to come after this one. So let's watch the field here. So there's a backward point. There's a third man who's actually off the field. He's off the field, but I guess he will enter the field of play before the bowler delivers. As we watch, please slash a like on the video and click on that subscribe button as Powell moves in, bowl to Minley, up bowl to Minley, and Minley hit this high and hard for 6. That's a low full toss and he hit it high and hard over long on for 6. So the Bull Sav is moving on here, they are marching on. Minley's really playing a fine innings here. He came to the crease with his team in big trouble. And he's now playing a fine innings here to give himself something to bowl at. So he's actually giving himself something to bowl at. So that was a big shot from Minley. Let's watch Powell again. He's going to bowl a slower ball now, I think. Let's watch his wrist. He bowls. He tried a slower ball and Minley just covers up and plays it into the offside. The bowler cannot feel in his follow through, and they are through for a single. So one more to the total. We're in over number 19. Minley's playing a good knock here. I'll soon give you the score. 7 deliveries to go. As the new batsman, Simith. Simith is on strike. He surveys the field. He flexes his shoulders. Let's see, seconds now. This breeze intensity have picked up as Powell bowled to Simith, who goes for a big shot, and it goes down to long on, and a single. So another single there. He didn't time that right, but he was looking outside of Manleon Park. He was looking to hit this ball to Junction, but he never quite timed it. As Minley's back on strike now as Powell walks slowly back to his mark. He turns now and he begins to move in. He passed the umpire just about now and bowled to Minley, and Minley hit this high and hard over long off for another 6. So what a innings this by Minley. So after 19 over, Bull Sav are 8 wicket down. I will tell you the score very shortly.
Beat them in.
100 for 8. 1 over remaining. 1 over remaining. Says exactly 100 for 8. And Simith here now need to give Minley the strike. Simith should. Simith 100 for 8. And this is a very good recovery from Bull Sav. And I'm sure it's overcast condition, and I'm looking forward to see what Minley will do. So Banton to bowl the final over. The right-arm fast bowler coming in from the northern end. So let's watch the field for Banton. There's a third man, a backward point, a cover, an extra cover, a long off, a long on, a man on the deep mid-wicket boundary and a straight mid-wicket. And a fine leg. So that's the field for Banton as he will bowl the final over. He'll be bowling to Simit. Simit needs to get off strike. He passes the umpire now and bowl to Simit, and Simit cuts and it beats the man at backward point. He will run very close to the third man boundary. It goes into the boundary for 4. And the third man might have been a little fine. So 104. The score has moves up to 104 for 8 in over number 19. 5 deliveries remaining. And Bulsav is really making a fist of this. I've been in early trouble and desperate strait. Good partnership between Jagu and Minley as we watch Banton now. This is second delivery of the final over. Is in bowl to Simit, and Simit drives back past Banton, who put his foot in the way, but it's beat his foot and they are through for a singer. And Minley is on strike. 4 deliveries to go in the innings. 105 for 8. So Marquino Minley just retaking his guard. He marks it just about now. Seconds over his back, touches helmet, looks up and see Banton in the distance, who take a few steps, and now he begins to move in. He passes the umpire just about now and bowl to Minley, and bowled! Miggle stump, knock back, York, Minley York. So good innings by Minley. In York there by Banton. So at the end, very good innings, very good innings. He played a very good innings. He seconds his team, and he's out now. So good innings there by Marquino Minley, the West Indies and Jamaican fast bowler. He's played a good innings for his team. And so they are 105 for 9. So last pair at the crease, 3 deliveries to come. But this is a good recovery from Bulsav, whatsoever happened. And they have given themselves a chance here. They have given themselves a chance. They have passed 100. They have a very good bowler in their lineup. And so we'll see what happens. But this Junction batting lineup is a very decent batting lineup. And it could be very, very interesting. Could be a very interesting match. You just get a feeling of rain breeze. 3 deliveries to come. Number 11 batsman. So Robinson is the final batsman for Bulsav. As Banton over the wicket, bowl to Robinson. Robinson open the face of the bat and they go through for a quick single. The field at backward point cannot prevent it, and it's now 106 for 9. So sloppy feeling there from McCarthy at backward point and able to prevent the single. (106). 2 deliveries remaining in the Bulsav innings. Good fine knock there by Minley. As we watch Banton bowl to Simit, and Simit down the leg side between the keeper and the batsman who's shuffling around in his crease. I would suggest that he just stay still and try to hit the ball away. Just stay still as possible and hit the ball away. See ball, hit ball. The final delivery coming up. At one stage, we did not expect Bulsav to bat out the 20 overs, but they have done so. And he's bringing up the fine leg and pushing back the cover on this cover boundary and bringing the fine leg to a short fine leg. As we watch Banton to bowl the final delivery. This captain is comfortable with his field. Banton is moving in now. He passes the umpire just about now and ball to Smith, and Smith drives down to that man on the cover boundary. They're gone for one. Will they come back for a second? No. They drop through for that and the score 107. So the final score for Bullsav is 107 for 9 after their 20th over. So we are not at the innings break, and I'll be back with you as soon as
Captain.
Junction starts their innings.
Get ready, don't be quick. Oh shit, oh! No happening now. It's happening. Ya va again. So I'll go right back, you know what? I'm well, you know what? Oye, no. Para ni por eso. No, para ni por eso.
Who are the two batsmen? Two batsmen. So welcome back. So Bull Staff have made 108 after their 20 overs. So Junction one more the two batsmen. Who are face?
Simpson.
And the other one? Oh. Okay. So let's watch. It's the first delivery of the reply. That's when they pull the full toss. Was that above waist? They are short of no ball. Let's see what will come from the umpire. No signal from the umpire. So immediately Junction is off the mark of the first delivery. So 1 run off the first delivery. So Powell comes in to strike. So Spence is the bowler, defending 108. Very interestingly, Mindy has not taken the new ball. Let's watch Spence. He bowls to Powell and Powell. Oh, let's what happened here. He's on his back foot, just trying to play a defensive stroke. He got the inner portion of the bat and bounced over the stump. Watch Powell now, Seckers over his bat as Spence quickly rushing him up and bowl to Powell. And Powell pull this away down to the man on the mid-wicket boundary. And there's a single there, 2 without loss. We are in over number 1. So that was short. Powell was quickly on the back foot and pulling it down to the man on the mid-wicket boundary. Sims is back on strike. So what Spence, the right arm off spinner, over the wicket, bowl to Simpson, and Simpson allows that one to go through outside the off stump. 2 deliveries signaled by the umpire to come in the over. Taken by the keeper. Simpson tosses the ball to his left hand. He holds it in his left hand now. Any moment will transfer it to his right hand. A shot, a Simpson over the wicket to bowl to Spence over the wicket, the ball to Simpson. That's one short one. He's on top of it and just defends the ball out into the offside, and there is no run. So call that a short third man. You wouldn't call him a slip. He's probably too deep for a slip. A backward point of cover, extra cover, mid-off. As we watch Simpson, the final delivery of the over, bowl, short, and he pulls, cut, misses. And the keeper failed to collect. So after 1 over, Junction replying to Bull Staff 108 or 2 without loss. Both batsmen are on 1. Simpson is on 1, Powell is on 1, and it seems like Mindy will be running in from the northern end of the ground. So he will be going with the wind. So let's watch the field that he will employ here. He needs wicket and he needs them in a hurry. So let's see what he will do here. Expecting him to have at least 1 or 2 slips. But there's no slip. Very interesting. So who's going to take the catch? How are they going to defend the 108 if they are not taking wickets? There must be somebody at slip. So there seems to be some confusion here. So he's calling the man off the fine leg boundary for a short fine leg. So fielder on the that's chippy coming off the short off the fine leg boundary is being distracted by the spectators who are more than likely his friends. But I would have loved to see a slip as the West Indies fast bowler marking Mindy moves in from the northern end of the drum bowl, and up on the outside they have some beaten and the keeper failed to gather. But was there an edge there? Was there an edge there? That's why I'm saying there needs to be a slip or 2. You cannot have the senior Jamaican fast bowler bowling, defending 108, and you do not have a slip. There must be a slip or 2. He should be looking to take wickets. I don't like this at all. I do not like it. There must be a slip. Must be. as Minley runs in now from the northern end of the ground. He passes the umpire just about now, and bowler does a pull down behind square. The fielder at square leg on the boundary circles field and send a good return into the keeper, and there's 1 run. The score moves up to 3. So Powell comes in to strike. Simpson comes in to strike. 3 without loss. Watch the field. So there's a third man, a backward point, a cover mid-off. 4 on the offside and 5 on the onside. The tactics here is bewildering. I just do not understand the tactics at all as Minley makes his way in from the northern end and hop and bowl to Simpson, who strokes this down to cover, cannot feel. He's walking into the bowler. He's just coming forward there, coming to meet Minley. 3 without loss after 1.3 overs. Simpson remark his guards. His guard. And so there's yet another adjustment. Third man is being brought up inside the circle. And the fielder at short mid-wicket is now going on the offside. So there's a ring of 5 fielders on the offside from third man to mid-off. There's a ring of 5 fielders as Minley passes the umpire just now, and bowl, and that's a bumper going to be signaled wide by the umpire, and wide signal, and there's a lot of chirping out there from the Bulls off there. There's a lot of chirping there. There's a lot of talking to Simpson. There's persons talking to line him up. There's persons in the crowd saying line up that, line up that. It's very interesting here. Very, very interesting. There's a chirping. Just look at them. Just look at the Bulls off players. Oh, there's a lot of chatter. There's a lot of chatter there. Oh, as Minley turns, and the temperature has just risen as he moves in. Bowl to Simpson, and another bouncer there. It's a one above the shoulder. What about? There's a lot of talking, a lot of chatter. Look at them crowding in on the batsman. Look at that. Look at them crowding in on the batsman. There's a lot of chatter here. Oh my God! It's a lot of chatter. Oh. As we watch, this is very interesting. Yet another adjustment being made in the field. The third man is being sent back. The short fine leg comes in. Let's see. There's 5 on the offside, 4 on the onside. As Minley makes his way in, passes the umpire now. Just about now, bowl to Simpson. He tucked that on the onside. Let's wait and see if it's off his tie pad or off the bat. Let's watch and wait for the leg by signal by the umpire. So it's warm. 3 runs out of this over so far. 6 without loss. We're in the second over. If I was captaining now, I would put in a slip and ask him to pitch the ball and swing it away. This is not white ball cricket. This ball will do something. It's red ball. Although it's a T20 competition, it's red ball. So Powell comes in to strike. Powell is a dangerous looking batsman as Minley moves in now to bowl to Powell. He bowls to Powell down the leg side. Wide will signal again. Wide will signal again. This is not good from him. We expect better here. We expect a different standard from the West Indies fast bowler, the Jamaica senior fast man. We expect a better standard from him. I think that he was very unfortunate what happened in Australia. The fielder throw the ball on the bounce, but he starts his run up now, and he in and bowl, and that one in the air. Let's see what pulled away over square leg. Let's watch the signal. 6 runs. So that one was short, and Powell up on 1 foot and pulled it away over back with a square leg for 6 runs, and the extra ball cost Minley. $14 without loss after 2 overs, so that was short from Minley, and Powell was up on 1 foot and just pulling it away over square leg for 6.
Aye, Mindy! Cross boy!
No, yung younger brother, the younger brother. No, na younger brother, yung Marley.
Over the top. They run very close to the boundary. They're gone for one. They're back for the second. And there's two more to the total. One score of the score at 13, one has it at 15. So I will wait for them to make the correction there. No, one of it at 13, one of it at 14. So as soon as they make the correction, I'll bring it to the score. So two more is added by the total. This is also Minley. This is a younger brother of Marquino Minley. What's his first name? Okay. What's his first name? So a short, fine leg, a square leg, a straight mid wicket. No, and he's been pushed to the offside. So the straight mid wicket is being pushed to the offside. Okay, Demar Minley is the younger brother of Marquino. So there's a sweep on the cover boundary and there's a third man, and then four in a circle on the offside, three on the onside as Minley moves in, bowl outside the off stump, wide signal by the umpire.
Come on, Cos, come on, man, come on, man.
So that's bowling to Powell, and that's what's wide outside the off stump. So just giving you the field here. The offside field is a third man, a backward point, a cover, extra cover, a mid-off, and then there's a sweeper on the cover boundary. Three on the onside. I will soon give you those three as Minley bowl to Powell, and Powell drive in the air. Let's see what will happen. The fielder running towards it, but just could not reach it there, and he could have made a better effort. There's a feeling that he could have made a better effort. They are through for a singer. So one more to the total. That was a low full toss. Powell trying to go over the top. Didn't quite time it. And it brings Simpson into strike. So the field remained on the offside. So the three on the onside is a mid-on, a straight mid-wicket, and a short fine leg as Demar Minley moves in from the southern end of the ground. The third over up to the wicket and bowl to Simpson. Simpson swings outside the off stump and misses. His head was looking on the onside and his bat was swinging on the offside, and he made no contact as expected. This is a breeze blowing across the ground. Let's watch as Demar Minley comes or stops. Watch now. Demar walks back to the top of his mark. Bowl to Simpson. Simple seconds as Demar in that zigzag run up, bowl to Simpson again. Simpson drives outside the off stump, misses, wide signal by the umpire. So this is not good here from the Bulls of opening bowlers. It is not good here. Maybe Spencer should have bowled. He has a little walk of his bigger brother about him. Let's watch. He's at the top of his mark. He's nervous, you can see it. He moves in now, up to the wicket and bowl. And that one is a bit much better delivery. Short coming into the batsman who strokes it out into the offside, and they're through for a singer. So one more to Simpson. That brings Powell into strike. So defending only 108. At the end of the over, I will see if the scorers have sorted out, have reconciled, and then I will give you the score. As Minley in, bowl to ball, drive over the top, down towards the man on the cover boundary. One bounce and another singer. So I think the score is just about 21. We're in over number 3. So Junction is doing this very easy. This is the finals of the St. Elizabeth Parish SDC Community Cricket Competition between Bulsav and Junction as Minley passes the umpire and bowl to Spence, and Spence flat batted that, going across the line and hit the ball down to to mid-on where Mindley field and there's no run. So after 3 overs, I'm going to check the score for you. But they have yet to lose a wicket. So Junction replying to 108 made by Bulsav. So they are now 20 without loss after 3 overs. So it's a 6-3 field for that Minley's bowling to those. So that's the third man and go. So they just go around the field. There's a 6-3 field as he makes his way. He abort his run-up. His last delivery was pulled savagely by Powell over back of the square leg. Mindley now moves in now to bowl to Powell. Up, bowl to Powell down the leg side again. He's not bowling very good here. Wide, another wide by the West Indies fast bowler. He's not getting it. The knee green have gotten to him. He's not lining it up properly. There was a lot of chirping in that first over. So he gets the ball now. He's going to move in. As the keeper goes down, up to the wicket and bowl. That's one better delivery. That's where he needs to bowl it. That's the delivery that he needs to bowl, and he needs to put in a slip. He needs to put in a slip and bowl that delivery. That's the delivery he should be bowling. Thank you all for tuning in to the broadcast. It's a pleasure being here with you. Thank you for keeping my company. Please slash a like on the video as Mindley moves in now. Bowl to Powell. He bowls to Powell. That's the delivery. Touchdown and just leaving the batsman. The keeper failed to collect and seemed to have hurt himself. Maybe. Did that hit him at the wrong spot? Okay. Seemed to have taken him on the tie. So that's the delivery Mindley should be bowling, and why he doesn't have a slip, I don't know. He runs it. He moves in now to bowl to up to the wicket and bowl to Paul, who drives. Oh, dropped in the cover. Dropped in the cover. The ball dropped in the cover, short cover. You know, he moves to his right, but that should have been taken. That should have been taken, dropped in the cover there. You know, that's the easy catch. Just need to move to his right. So that should have been taken. So Mindley moves in now. He moves in now to Powell, up ball to Powell, and then job misses there. The keeper again failed to collect that ball, just going past the outside edge. So there's a much better over after that, and again now he's putting the man on the backward square leg boundary. So is he going to bowl short now? After bowling so well, is he going to bowl short? Let's watch. Just push back the man right back on the backward square leg boundary. Let's see. I think this is a short delivery, or will it be a double bluff? Let's see. It's Mindley moves in bowl. And the came on a part, loud appeal, not out immediately. The umpire shook his head immediately and said not out, going down the leg side. It's a much better over though. It's a much better over. Again, there's that little chirping from the fielders. 22 without loss. We are in over number 4. The Seaman need to get a wicket there. Mindley need to get a wicket here. They need to get a wicket, and they need to get wickets in a hurry. As Minley in bowl to Powell, and Powell drive. Oh, that would have gone straight to first slip. That would have gone straight to first slip. I've been saying it and I've been saying it that he needs a first slip. That would have gone straight down the belly of first slip. Every time I am right. I'm so correct so often. Pitched up the ball, put in a first slip. That would have gone straight to first slip. And instead it goes into the third man boundary for 4. Good delivery, touchdown just outside the half stump, shaped away from the batsman who went for the drive, the edge found, but no first slip. The keeper never have a chance. They have only themselves to blame. You cannot have the senior Jamaican fast bowler bowling and you do not have a first slip. That's just basic cricket. Basic cricket. The senior Jamaican fast bowler bowling and there's no first slip. That would have gone straight down his throat. It doesn't take a rocket science to know that. So this is poor from Bulsav. Let's watch his brother as he moves in now from the southern end. He'll be bowling to Simpson. Up and bowl to Simpson. Full toss. He down the ground. And will go in. Oh, the man on the long on boundary field and there's a singer. For a moment there I never saw that there was a man on the long on boundary as he's below us. He's below us on the long on boundary. So it's still a 6-3 field. As Minley moves in to bowl, tried to come forward and he saw the batsman coming and he bowled it wide outside the off stump and the umpire signal wide and they're through for a bye. So 2 wide there. Too wide. So at this stage, Junction really look in charge. Really look in charge here. Minley moves in bowl to that hit high in the air, over the top. Let's watch it. Oh, 1 bounce into the boundary for 4. 4 more runs. So that was it. High in the air, over mid-wicket. 1 bounce into the mid-wicket boundary for 4. .31 without loss in over number 5. Minley with this zigzag run up. Bowl to Simpson, swings again outside the half stump, misses. The keeper fails to collect, and the keeper probably have dropped more delivery than he have catch. As Minley makes his way now, bowl to Simpson. And Simpson swing high in the air. Let's see, the man off the cover boundary comes in. Will he take the catch? Yes, he does. And that's the breakthrough. That's the breakthrough for Bulsav that they've been looking so long. Fielder came off the cover boundary and took the catch, and Minley got the breakthrough. So finally, Bulsav have gotten the breakthrough. So the score is now 31 for 1, and we are in over number 5. So 31 for 1. Powell zigzag his way in and bowl to Powell, and Powell drives into the offside and there's no run. So watch, 31 for 1. We're in the 5th over.
They were in the first 5 over.
So it's a 6-3 field, a short fine leg, a straight middle wicket and a mid-on. It's Minley at the top of his mark. And he's going to zigzag his way in now as he will be bowling to Powell. He does so and he pulls up. Need to get it right here. He rubs his hand in the dirt. He walks back to the top of his mark. As Powell circles over his bat, the keeper goes down. He comes in now. Bowl to Powell, outside the stump, beating it through to the keeper, and finally the keeper collected. Well done. And so at the end of over number 5, Junction replying to 108 made by Bulsav are 31 for 1.
Spence coming back to board.
The new bowler is Ryan Smith. He'll be bowling to Simpson. Over the wicket, bowl to Simpson, beaten outside the half stump. So that's the first delivery of the 6th over, 32 for 1 after 5. Correction, 31 for 1 after 5 overs. Let's watch Ryan Smith as he bowled to Simpson. Over the wicket, bowl to Simpson. Simpson drive in the air, just out of the reach at the man at short mid-wicket as it goes down towards the mid-wicket boundary. Good work there by the field and send a very good return in, and they are through for a single. 32 for 1. We are in over number 6. There's a short third man, a backward point, a sweep on the cover boundary, an extra cover, a mid-off, a mid-on, a straight mid-wicket, a deep mid-wicket on the boundary, and a short fine leg as Ryan now to bowl to Powell. He looks up and see that Powell is ready. Past the umpire, just about now, and bowl to Powell. And on short, it took him on the gloves, and it ballooned in the vicinity of fine leg, but there's no fielder there, and they go through for a single. The score moves up now to 33 for 1 in over number 6. The cricket forum. Yes, I'm aware of that fiver, but I'm not getting bowl to that high in the air towards the man on the cover boundary. Another wicket there. So Simpson goes now. So that was high in the air, out towards the man on the cover boundary, and another wicket has been taken. Simpson out.
Wah, sama dia dong sendiri. If coba dong sendiri. What the fuck? What? Biduan sendiri.
32 for 2 here. So Bulsav is fighting back here. They have picked up 2 wickets in the last 4 deliveries, so they are fighting back. At this stage, Junction are 32 32 for 2. So the new batsman is Troy Powell. As we watch Ryan to bowl to Powell. Hop and bowl to Powell, and Powell just plays the ball into the onside. The man at mid-wicket swoops in on it and sends the return to the bowler, and there is no run. So that's 6-3 field. Powell is in a rich vein of form, and he was a leading contributor to when St. Elizabeth won the under-20 cricket competition last year. Ryan bowled to Powell, and Powell solid in behind this one, and he plays it out into the offside at the end of 6 over. Junction replying to 108 made by Bulsov, or 32 for 2. Both batsmen and Junction, right?
Oh, first ball, last ball.
Last ball. The official score is 34 for 2. That's the official score. I am not the scorers, but I'll tell you. I've beaten outside the off stump. Is a keeper drop the catch? Was that a drop catch? Was that a drop catch? And the bowler is not very happy. What's the bowler's surname? Is that Spence bowling? Hello, is Spence the bowler? Spence bowled to Powell, and Powell turns the ball into the onside, and there is no run. The official score is 34 for 2. 34 for 2. Spence moves in, bowl to Powell, down the leg side, well taken by the keeper. That was good though, good movement of the feet there, and he collected it well. The wide down the leg side, and the score moves up to 35. But that was well taken. Good techniques there showed by the young man as he cushioned the ball into the gloves. Good movement. 35 for 2. We are in over number 7. Exactly. Spence bowl to Powell, and well taken again. Looking to cut, and he collected that very well. 35 for 2. We are in over number 7. Spence bowl, and he cuts again outside the off stump and misses. Wow, he's getting very close to that front line though. Very close to that front line. He needs to watch it. He just needs to pull back a little. 35 as the offside field is strengthened. 35 for 2. We are in over number 7. Spence into bowl to Powell, and short, and he pull is high in the air. He's out. He's out bowled. I was looking for the ball to go down to back with a square leg, but he was out bowled. Oh, I'm sorry about that. I thought he connected his out ball, and they have lost their 3rd wicket. And after 7 over, it's now 35 for 3. Wow. So Bulsov is fighting back here. 35 for 3 after 7 overs. And this match is far, far from over. yeah, your young man can score. You ever, what I want to do, I want to go from my laptop. You ever use it? So I can have the score in the feed. No, I can't. So you'd have the live score on the feed, you understand? She's a teacher? Okay. But that's going to make you focus more on the match because you have to watch every ball and then after every ball goal you have to input. Yeah, so you're going to watch the match more.
Or do you want the committee?
You want to? 35 for 2.
2 or 3?
3, sorry about that. 35 for 3. So the official score is 35 for 3, although my brain is telling me 32 for 3, but that's the official score is 35 for 3. As Ryan Simmet continues from the northern end of the ground. This is over number 8, 35 for 3. 35 for 3 after 7. Goal to Powell, and Powell turned this down to find it. It will run very close to the boundary, and it goes into the boundary now for 4. Well, did he feel it? He stopped. Oh, well done. It was just on the outside. I never saw it. And he used his feet to feel it. Well, good work there and limit the batsman to 2. My apology, I thought it ran into the boundary. Good work there by the fielder, giving chase from short fine leg down towards the fine leg boundary. 37 for 3 as Ryan bowls to Powell, and Powell just eases this ball into the offside, into the gap, and they go through for a singer. And just jog through for an easy singer. As the breeze becomes a little stronger. A northeasterly breeze blowing across the ground at this moment. As McCarthy comes into the strike, this is a very deep batting lineup. Very, very deep batting lineup. What a wonderful century McCarthy made against the Jamaica Defence Force in the quarterfinals of the All-Ireland 2-day cricket competition. So he seconds over his bat now as Ryan Simmet comes in and bowls to him, and he pulls it straight to the man at short fine leg. A chance for a run out, but a poor return. A poor return. He didn't set himself right. Both feet were together when he threw the ball. He needed was to set and line up and send in a proper return. Simmet now to bowl to Powell. He is in bowl to Powell, and Powell defends down back the offside of the pitch. 39 for 3. We are in over number 8. They are just behind the run rate at this moment. They need to score at 5.4 per over to win, and they are scoring now at just about 5.26. As Hines bowl to Powell, and Powell drive it back to a drop. That was a chance. That was a chance. Good effort there by the bowler. He did make a good effort, but it never stopped. But it went down to the man on the long off boundary. And they moves up to 40 now. 40 for 3. But that was an opportunity. That was an opportunity missed by the Bullstaff team. And they are very unhappy about that. But that was a good effort. Maybe it did not quite come off the bat as fast as the bowler expected. Maybe just lobbed, and the lack of pace beating him as Hines bowled to Andre McCarthy, who plays the ball in the offside. Another chance for a run out, but the bowler fielded the ball and didn't allow it to pass the stump. 41 for 3 after 8 overs. So this is a very tight match developing here at the Manly On Cricket Park. It's the final of the St. Elizabeth Social Development Competition for Community. 41 for 3 after 8.
Score.
41 for 3 after 8.
What's your son? 41.
So the run rate is 1.25 at this moment. They need to score just about 5.4 runs per over to win. As Spencer bowled to McCarthy, drives down to long off. Let's see what will happen. The field on the long off boundary and they go through for a single. Good return this time. Very good return. He needed was to send in that return. So it's a no ball from Spence. And he have been warned several times before. The umpire had told him that he was getting very close to that line. And he have gone over the line. So it's a no ball, a free hit. 43 now. So with the no ball and the single, the score have moved up to 43. We are in over number 9. Spence to bowl to Powell. In and bowl to Powell. And Powell moving around the crease there. Just warning the batsman at the non-striker's end. That's McCarthy to stay in your crease. As Spence over the wicket. Bowl to Powell. And Powell swings this down to the long off boundary for 4. It was a free hit and he came on the front foot. And he powered it past the man at short extra cover, down to the long off boundary for 4. So the score now moves up now to 47. 47 for 3. And we are in over number 9.
Let's go!
Spence bowled to Powell and off the back foot and he strokes it into the gap, into the offside, and they are through for another single. 48 now. So the score now moves up to 48 for 3. So Andre McCarthy, said to be one of the better batsmen in the parish of St. Elizabeth. Let's watch Spence over the wicket to bowl to him. And he's off the back foot, caught, misses, and is he bowled? Yes, on the edge, onto his stump. So that's the 4th wicket. So the 4th wicket gone down. Another wicket for Spence, 48 for 4. So McCarthy went onto the back foot, tried to cut that one, got the bottom edge, and the leg stump was knocked back, and Bull Sav is in this match.
Welcome to the 876.
So the new batsman is the Junction and St. Elizabeth captain, former national youth player, Ebanks. There was a lot of rebuke when Ebanks threw down the ball after the umpire did not give the batsman out, and he was rebuked. And I know if a wicket should fall now, there'll be a lot of chirping. But Bull Sav is well and truly in this match. At this time. So let's watch the offside field here. 6 on the offside. Spence choose to go round the wicket now to the left-handed. Left-hander Ebanks, bowl to Ebanks, and Ebanks in that customary fashion of his comes onto the front foot and defends back down the pitch to the bowler. So Mindley's marshalling his troops here. So there's 6 on the offside. There's a ring of 3 An inner ring of 3 and an outer ring of 3 as Spence bowled to Ebanks, and Ebanks on the back foot, and he cuts open the face of the bat and runs it down to the man on the backward point boundary, and they're through for a single, 49 for 4. And we're in over number 9, being bowled by Spence. So Junction 49 for 4, replying to 108 made by Bulsav, as the adjustment made as the right-hander coming to strike. And you can feel, you can see a little drizzle in the air. There's a very slight drizzle. It has stopped now. It has stopped now. You could, but there was a... So Powell. Spence is back over the wicket to bowl to Powell, and Powell, but that take him on the part. Loud appeal, not outside the umpire. That looked very straight. Unless there was an inside edge, that is plumb. If there's not an inside edge, that is plumb. That looked very straight, but there may well be an inside edge. But that looked very, very adjacent from up here. But the umpire's in the best position, and so the temperature have just risen. The temperature in this game have just risen. So at the end of over number 9, Bulsav defending 108, Junction are 149 for 4. Those 2 overs from Minley are going to be very, very important to the outcome of this match. Very, very important. But Ryan, Smith and Spence, they are doing a very good job. Let's watch the right arm off spinner to bowl to the Junction captain Ebanks. Up and bowl to Ebanks, and Ebanks defends. And the ball's lodged in his pad. He took it out and rolled it down the pitch. Says from a very short run, a very fast off-spin bowling. You could say probably he's bowling a little medium pace. Yes, 5 on the onside, but they're taking one from the onside and putting the fielder on the offside. So let's watch as Hines, from a very short run-up, in bowl to Ebanks, and Ebanks just opened the face of the bat and guide it into the vicinity of a square gully, and they are through for a single. So Hines is doing what you will call pegging it. He's pegging it from a very short run-up, and he's just pegging it in front of the batsman. And they are finding it very difficult to get him away. So that's the 50 for Junction. We are in the 5th over, 2 deliveries so far. Powell is back on strike. 50 for 4. 5 on the offside, 4 on the onside. Ryan Simmet bowled down the leg side. That comes off the body of Powell, and they are through for a leg by. Let's watch the umpire if he confirms the signal. No, it's off the bat. He turns it. It didn't come off the body. It was off the bat, and that was turned by Powell down the leg side. 51 now for 4. We are in over number 10. Being bowled by Ryan Simmet. Ebanks is back on strike. The field for Ebanks. We have an extra cover, a long off, a sweep on the cover boundary, a man on the backward point boundary, and a short third man. As Simmet bowled to a loud appeal. There's an appeal there, but the ball runs away. It comes off the bat. It was a Yorker. And it runs off the bat down to the third man boundary for 4. So 4 runs there by Ebanks. That was a Yorker. And Ebanks dug it out and went into the boundary for 4. And that pushes the score up to 55. We're at the 10th over. Hines to bowl to Ebanks. In and bowl to Ebanks, and Ebanks defends and is beaten outside the off stump. The keeper fails to collect, and there's no run. Good delivery there by Hines.
55.
The important thing that he catches the one that is Nick. But so far he's not catching many. But Bulsav will hope that he catch the one that nicks. Let's watch. As Simit bowls to Ibanks, and Ibanks again just dab this down to the man at short third man, and they are through for a singer. The end of over number 10. At the end of over number 10, Junction replying to 108 made by Bulsavar, 56 for 4, scoring at 5.2 runs, 5.1. 56 off 10. Scoring at 5.1 run per over. Five point six. That is what they are playing for. Those are the two trophies. That's the scorer there. So Demar Minley is back into the attack. So this is 11th over. So let's watch as he zigzag his way in. To bowl to Ibanks, he's up and bowl to Ibanks, and Ibanks just cut the ball away down to the man on the third man boundary. They run hard for the first one, but they realize that there won't be a second. Good return from the fielder coming off the third man boundary, and the score moves up to 57 for 4. We are in over number 11. And I think that it is time for over from Marquino Minley. He needs to knock over one of these batsmen. Time for him to come back into the attack and show his class. He's a senior bowler in this attack. He's a senior Jamaican bowler. So he needs to come back in the attack and knock over one of these batsmen to give him his team a better chance. As Demar bowls to Powell on the offside, beat them at that cover. It will run very close to the cover boundary with the fielder misfield on the first attempt and allow the batsman to come through for the second, and he sends a return into the keeper on the bounce, and there's 2 runs. So that the score now pushed up now to 59. So 59 in over number 11. The batsmen have a discussion in the middle. Them are ball to Troy, and Paul Troy drives down to long off for a single, and that's all they will get. So drives that one down to mid off for a single. That's all they will get. Just like to thank everyone for tuning in live. Please slash a like on the video as we watch the finals of the St. Elizabeth Social Development Cricket Competition. Ball to Ebanks, and Ebanks defends down the onside of the pitch. The bowler stepped across on field and the score remains at 60 for 4. Right in over number 11. Nice tight game of cricket. As 9 overs remaining after this one. Let's watch Minley, who moves in, passes the umpire and bowl to Ebanks. Ebanks down the pitch and drive past the bowler and will run into the long off boundary for 4. It's a good shot there. It was down the pitch and he powered it past the bowler. The fielder at long off ran across to his left but could not prevent the boundary, and the score moves up now to 64 for 4. 64 for 4. Minley has to come into the attack now. That's Marquino Minley. He has to bowl at least one of his 2 overs. He needs to do so, and he needs to do so now. But this is his younger brother, Demar, bowling from the southern end up to the wicket and bowl to Ebanks. And Ebanks has dabbed this down to short third man, and they go through for a single. The fielder cannot prevent the run as it's traveled to him slowly. And at the end of over number 11, Junction are 65 for 4, replying to 108 made by Bulsaf. No, it can't be 12. It can't be. It's either 11 or 13, but it can't be an even number. So finally, Marquino Minley is coming back into the attack. So I guess he will bowl 1 over here. He will try to get a wicket. I don't think he's going to bowl both his remaining over at this time, but I think he will bowl only 1 and try to get the breakthrough. So this is a crucial part of the game. He's coming over the wicket to bowl to Ebanks. He's in bowl to Ebanks, and Ebanks cut the ball away down to the man, and a very square third man boundary who field, and there's 1 run. So this pushed the score up now to 71. 66 for 4 at the start of over number 12. So Minley to Powell. Up ball to Powell, and Powell turns the ball into the onside. Down back with a square leg, and there's a single. 67 now for 4. And noticeable Powell is not batting in a helmet. Adjustment to the field. 4 on the offside, 5 on the onside. Short third man, a sweep on the cover boundary. It's Minley over the wicket now. To bowl to Ebanks. He's up and he bowled to Ebanks and Ebanks defends down the offside of the pitch. The bowler fielding his follow through and send a return at the stump. Hit the stump, but it's not out. Ebanks was in his crease and he's not out. Good bye play from this team. So the balance have just shift towards Junction. Minley makes his way in from the northern end of the ground. Bowl Ebanks and Ebanks clip this into the onside. Beat the man at short mid-wicket. Out to the fielder on the mid-wicket boundary. Comes in another singer for Junction as they ticked over the score nicely. Get a breakthrough here and Bulsav will be well back into this game. Let's see if Marquina Minley can knock over one of these batsmen. Troy Powell seconds in his crease as Minley moves in from the northern end of the ground and bowl to him and he turns this again. In the onside, down back with a square leg and they are through for another single. They are rotating the strike nicely here, just ticking it over as they move closer to that 108 made by Bulsav. This is the finals here. 69 for 4. Minley to Ebanks, and Ebanks dug out this one, but again they rotate the strike. And I think that they should probably go back for Scimitar Spence. I think either Scimitar Spence should bowl now. They need to mix up the bowling. They need to either bowl Scimitar Spence here. Both of them have one over remaining and you need to bowl one of them. You need a breakthrough here. Definitely. Let's see. I'll say it looks like it's Spence. Look like Spence. Yes, this is a good move. I love this move. He has one over remaining and he's going to go round the wicket to the left-handed Ebanks. Now I would have loved to see him go over the wicket instead of round. I'd have loved to see him go over the wicket and put in a first slip instead of round. But he chooses to go round the wicket. What do I know? The more I think I know about cricket is the more I don't know anything. So they are making some adjustment in the field here. Some very high clouds. Yes, Spence. Round the wicket, bowl to Ebanks and Ebanks covers up in that customary fashion of his and plays the ball into the offside and there is no run. I think this is a good move from the Bulsav team, but as I said, I would prefer to see him go over the wicket. He's round the wicket, the ball to Ebanks and Ebanks goes for a sweep shot, misses, taken on the pad and there's no run. Over number 13 as we watch Spence. Ball to Ebanks short and he cuts it away through the offside, down to the field on the cover boundary and they will jog through for a very, very comfortable single. The return comes in on the bounce to the keeper and there's one run. $71 for 4. Spence switches to over the wicket. Please slash a like on the video and click on the subscribe button. Over the wicket and bowl to Powell and Powell just throw the ball into the outside. He's a single there. They go for one. They'll come back for the second. Oh, good running here. Good running. Good from Junction, not so good from Bullsav at all. Was very good from Junction there. And there must have been a lapse in concentration there. Because there's no way that Junction should have gotten two by just dubbing the ball into the offside like that. So Powell is on strike. So you watch Spence. Over the wicket, bowl to Powell. Powell off the back foot, cut, and again he almost chopped on in the similar fashion that McCarthy did. But this time it misses the leg stump and it goes into the vicinity of short backward square leg, and they got a singer. So McCarthy chopped on in similar fashion, but this time Powell was a more lucky and it misses the leg stump as Ibanks is back on strike. Spence the ball around the wicket to him. As Junction is closing in on victory here. Round the wicket goes Spence, ball to Ibanks, and he drives down to long off the field. The field that there's a singer. So another singer here, and these two batsmen are doing it very well. So that end of over number 13. 75 for 4 at the end of over number 13.
It's not 13 over, don't it?
75. How many Powell gone, you know? Both are at 17, okay.
1 at 18 and 1 at 17. Powell at 17.
Powell is 18 and Ibanks 17. Okay, thank you. 13. This is a 14th being bowled. Sorry about that. You asked your mother, you never asked me.
17, 18.
Ryan to bowl to Ibanks, and Ibanks defends on the pitch. Ryan in his follow-through field. It's 4 bowlers Bulls have used so far, right? So the 5th bowler is an issue. That's why they have not used a 5th bowler as yet. So Simit is in his final over. Spencer finished, and this is the final over for Ryan Simit. He's over the wicket, bowl to Ibanks, and they dabbed it and go to first. Oh, the keeper failed to pick it up. There was a chance for a run out, but the keeper failed to gather the ball, and the batsman came through for the singer. So there was a chance there for a run out. He failed to gather the ball, and they're through for the singer. $76 for 4. Ryan Simit now, bowling the 14th over. He in and he bowled to Powell, and Powell is high in the air, over the top. Let's see, 6 runs. Dead straight, over the top, 6 runs. Total moves up to 82. 82 for 4. And Junction is closing in on victory here. Simit, who was bowled well so far, is in and he bowled to Powell, and Powell just opened the face of the bat and guided it into the... Mindley failed to pick it up. There was a chance again, but Mindley failed to pick it up, and they're through for another single. 83 for 4. We're in over number 14.
You want now, Scott? You want now,
So Banks is back on strike. Simit. Ryan Simit into Banks, and Banks just dabbed the ball down in front of him, and there's no run. There's a loud shout of no coming from Troy Powell at the non-striker's end. This match is taken very seriously by these guys, as they should have been in Kingston playing in the T20 competition for Middlesex, but they choose to play this one instead. Let's watch. Simit, bowl to Ebanks, and Ebanks loud shout, not out. Pitch outside the leg stump, clearly pitch outside the leg stump, not out. So at the end of over number 14, 83 for 4, looking to get 109 to win. Please smash a like on the video and click on the subscribe button. And check out Total Gym in the video description. There's a link for Total Gym in the video description. An entire gym in one machine. $10 to 20 minutes a day, and you can reshape your body into what you always want it to be. Check out Total Gym, link in the video description. So here's Minley to bowl the 15th over. He will be bowling to Powell. He's in and he bowled to Powell, and Powell defends down the onside of the pitch. The bowler fielding is followed through, and there's no run. $83 now. It's Phillips into Powell, and Powell defends down back the offside, and there's no run again. Short, and he cuts it down to backward point for 4. Down to the backward point boundary. So it's now 87 now, and they're closing in on victory now. Just 22 away. That was short outside the stump from Minley, and he cuts it down to the backward point boundary for 4. 22 away. And Bulls have lacked a quality fifth bowler, and that's where they are in trouble. They have not used a fifth bowler so far. Minley bowl, and that's driven. And is the Banks down? Is the Banks down? He's down, but he's not hurt. Did it hit him? Did it hit him? Yes, it did. The Banks is in trouble. Where did it hit him? Did it hit him at the wrong place? No, it hit him on his tummy. Okay, his family jewel is okay. Don't worry about it, he's good. He's good. It missed the family jewel. No problem there. He's good. So Bullsav is closing it. No, sorry. Junction is closing in on victory here. It will take a miracle for Bullsav to win from here. Absolute miracle. They lack a quality fifth bowler. And this is the final over for Demar Minley. And only one left for marking the Minley as Powell cuts and misses outside the off stump through to the keeper. And there's no run. The cricket forum. The cricket forum. Minley bowled to Powell and Powell dug that one out. Back to the bowler. And there's no run. 87 from 15. 87 from 15. So let's see if Marquino will come back for his final over to get a final throw at the dice, or we will finally see a fifth bowler. It looks like we'll finally see a fifth bowler. And this is going to be very interesting because Bulls have 87 from 15 overs. Bulls have kept the fifth bowler. That's another 6. This is expected. $93 now for 4. Into bowl took Ebanks, and Ebanks drives down towards the boundary, fielded by the fielder, and the score pushed up to 94. $94 for 4, over number 16. 15 away from victory. And Marquino Minley must bowl the next over from the southern end. He have not bowled from the southern end, but he must bowl that over, because if he wait another over, this match might be finished by the time he gets back the ball, and it doesn't make any sense. He has an over remaining, and Junction win. 95 now. 95 for 4. We're in over number 16. Ball to Ebanks, and Ebanks it is high and hard, and yes, another 6. Oh, that one gone miles. It gone into the road. It cleared the entire compound and landed in the road. What a magnificent shot. What a big shot by Ebanks. 101 for 4. And this is why Bulls have hidden the fifth bowler all along. But it reached a stage where they had to bowl a fifth bowler. And this match is all but over. The fat lady has now begun to tune up. She has now begun to check her vocal cord. The fat lady is about to sing at this final. As hard as they try, there were no stopping Junction today. Think there were some mistakes made in the field by Bulsaf. But there were no stopping Junction today, as hard as they tried.
No, I didn't see it.
A bowled. He got the wicket, bowled. Looking to finish it, and he bowled. So with 8 runs remaining, he banks goes 101 for 5. 101 for 5. His Bulsaf dreaming of a miracle. So he went for a big swing, he lost his shape, got a bottom edge, and he was bowled. So Banton picked up the wicket of the Junction captain. So he's gone. So the new batsman is Sheldon Allen. 101 for 5. The new batsman is Sheldon Allen. 4 overs remaining after this one. Overs is not a matter. It's for Minley to come and bowl 6 magical delivery. That's all can help Bulsaf at this moment. And Minley is not happy. He's waving his hand. He's not happy. Clearly a bit agitated. Let's watch Banton bowl to Allen. And Allen misses. He swings and misses. Oh, so that's the end of the 16th over. Minley has to bowl this over. There's no excuse. He has to bowl this over. He has taken the ball, and let's see. He has to. If he gives somebody else the ball, the match will finish, and he doesn't get a chance to bowl his final over. He has to know that, oh no, I don't like this. Eight runs needed for victory. He has to bowl. I don't know much about cricket, but I get it right so often. That's your daughter? So Ella Robinson is one of the two students in this team. He's going to bowl the 7th over from the southern end of the ground. He will be bowling to Troy Pinnock. 108 for 5. He's in bowl to Pinnock, and Pinnock pull is high in the air. Let's see what will happen. One bounce into the boundary for 4. Cut out a shot, and he just pulled it away. High in the air. One bounce into the backward of square leg boundary for 4. 105 for 5. It's 105 for 5.
105.
So let's see now. As Robinson to bowl to Pinnock, to Powell. He's in and he bowled to Powell, and Powell clipped this away down to fine leg. It will run very close to the boundary. Will that be the winning shot? They're gone for 1. They are back for 2, and the ball slowed up just inside the boundary and stopped. And they are back for the second. The score now 107. 107 for 5. And Minley's talking, but as I said, if he doesn't bowl this over, he will not get another chance to bowl over. So he should have been bowling this over and try to knock over the batsman. He should try to get a hat trick or so. As we watch Robinson over the wicket, bowl to Powell, and Powell hit this high in the air. That's the winning shot over the boundary for 6. So that's the winning shot by Junction. So Junction have been crowned St. Elizabeth SDC Parish Champion. Good knock by Troy Powell, and a well-deserved victory for Junction. Thank you all for tuning in. I will stick around for the presentation as they made the presentation. Thank you all for tuning. Stash a like on the video and click on that subscribe button.
Lose. Envelope with the check for $30,000. Envelope with the check. Envelope with your hand. I remember.
Daddy, man, you're not again.
Hi. April. You okay? April is fine. You okay? I said no. Let me call mommy and see where she is here. What happened?
Yes, sir. Bless you.
So we're asking you to come around.
Treasure Beach will receive their check of $30,000 for placing third in the parish fees. Alright, so let me hear it for Treasure Beach. So yeah, well done. Treasure Beach, Alright, so we call the second place team, the Junction Bullstaff team, to come and receive their check and the trophy. So the Junction Bullstaff team representatives, please come and you'll be presented with your trophy and check of $60,000. And immediately after the winning team, the Junction Ballas Valley team, will collect their trophy and prize money. Junction Bullstaff. So let's hear it for the runner-up of the 2023 stage of the SDC Cal's 2020 cricket competition. Junction.
So we are calling Daddyman Ibans, the winner of the SDC Parish 2020, and the winning team will go on to represent the parish, as you know. So we are asking him to just come forward to receive his check and his trophy. Daddyman, where are you? And your check will be received from our parish manager, Mr. Alec Miller.
If you're serious, attack me.
wants some of his teammates with him.
All right, that's the end of the broadcast. They're a bit disorganized, and so we cannot really. This is not the standard. They're a bit organized. We don't have all evening
Coming
here.
to Banners Valley, Manlehorn Park is always a pleasure for the SDC. Could you put your hands together for the winning captain as he receives his trophy and his prize money? Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank
Mr.
you all for
Music.
tuning in. It was a pleasure being here, and thank you all. So please slash a like on the video and join me tomorrow morning at 7:55 for the live watch along of the West Indies versus the Netherlands match. Have a great evening, everyone. God love and one love.